Hi there and welcome to this video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a Shopify store for your clothing brand. In this video, I'm going to show you how to customize your store and I'm going to use the Aurora theme as an example. And I'm extremely happy to announce that this video is being sponsored by Get Site Control, who are the team behind the Aurora theme. The Aurora theme is an amazing Shopify theme and it works perfectly well for a clothing brand. It offers so many advanced options and features that you don't find in other themes. That's why I highly recommend you to use it. And now let's get started. I'm going to move to my screen and I'm going to show you how to customize this theme and how to build an amazing store for your clothing brand. So I have already added the Aurora theme to my store, and it's very important to mention something in here. Whenever you are checking a theme or considering it for your store, you can always download the trial version, play around with it, make sure it has the features you are looking for, then purchase it after this. So this is exactly what I have done. I have downloaded the trial version. But before starting to customize the theme, I want to go to their demo store to show you a little bit more about this theme. So this is their demo store, and as you can see, they have first the announcement bar, then we have these amazing mega menus, and I'm going to show you how to set up these menus. In my opinion, these menus are very important for a clothing brand because you need to showcase your products, you need to show the photos, you need to focus on them. So these mega menus actually do a very great job when it comes to this. Then when you scroll down, you will see their slider. If you scroll further, you will see how they are listing the collections and the products. If you go in here, for example, you have the different swatches for the product. You have the quick view. So if you clicked in here, you can directly purchase the product without going to the product page. And this is something very important and very user-friendly because it means you are lowering the friction. You are allowing your customers to directly buy the product without the need to go to the product page. If you scroll further, you will find more and more sections like announcement bars, countdowners, collection listing, product listing, galleries, photos, and videos. We are going to explore most of these sections in this video, but I just wanted to show you like a quick view around it. This is, for example, a very important section. It's a hotspot section. It's similar to Shop the Look. So in here, they are showing several products and they are tagging each of the products. So you click in here, you click on view, and you can purchase the product. I'm not sure why it's not working, maybe because it's a demo store. And when you scroll down in here, you will find more and more sections. Okay, now let's go back to our theme and let's click on customize. And the first thing you need to do whenever you want to start working with a new theme is to set up the theme settings. This is the first place to go to. Then after setting up the theme settings, you start creating your templates. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to create the home page, the product page, and the collection page. So it's loading now. Let's wait for it. Okay, so this is the theme customization, and in here you can see the different sections that the theme has added by default. You can remove some sections, modify them. We will see as we go. So the first thing we are going to start with are the theme settings. You go in here to theme settings and you start modifying those one by one. First, you have the appearance, and in here you can change the page width and you can change the edge in here. So you can make them less rounded, you can make them not rounded at all, and so on. These are general appearances that work for the full store. After this, you have typography, and in here you decide the fonts of your different elements. So for example, you can decide the font for the heading, the body, the menu, and the product card. So the product card is this section in here. You can change the font in here, and you have also the buttons. It's very important to note that these settings or these options will be different depending on the theme you are using. Usually when you are working with a professional theme, you will be offered more and more options to customize the theme. The free themes have less customizations. Since the Aurora theme is a very professional one, you will see that we have a very high level of customization that you don't see on other themes. So after choosing the typography, you go back to color schemes, and in here you can have different color schemes. So every brand or every store has like their color palette. In here you can create different type of or combinations of colors for the sections, and you can be working with them, using them through the whole store. So you have primary, secondary, custom one, white text, and so on. When you scroll down in here, you can notice that you can change the colors and you can use your own palette and so on. Okay, after this, after the colors, after setting up all of these options, you go to product card. So this is the product card, and in here you can change what you are seeing. So you can change the image display, you can change if you want to show the vendor or not, you can add product rating, and you can modify things related to the swatches. These are the swatches, the ones we have seen in here. When you have different colors, so these are the swatches. You can modify the options in here, so if you want them to show always, or if you want to show colors instead of showing variant images, you can play around with it in here. Okay, after finishing with those, we move on to the product badges. So these are the badges that you will show when a product is out of stock or on sale, or for example, anything else you want to showcase. So you work on these labels in here. Okay, after the product card, you have the product badges. This is mainly for the sales, and you can show the sales in different ways, the savings in different ways. You can change the colors and play around with those settings as well. After this, you have the cart, and then here you are changing the general settings of the cart page. So do you want it to be a drawer? Do you want it to be a drawer only or a page only? You play around with the options in here. Same for the colors. The favicon is the thing you see in here. So this is the favicon, and it's very important to upload your own brand favicon. You upload it once and it works on all pages. Then you have the navigation. So this is related if you want to have this, for example, to move people directly to the top of page or not. Then you have the social media, where you put all your social media links, and the theme will be putting them in the right places. This is for the swatches. So we have seen the swatches before. This is our more settings related to how those swatches will look like. And you can even in here add some colors. So let's say if you have a color that's not common, it's not red, it's something special, you can add the color name and the hex, and the theme will be showing the colors properly under the swatches. Okay, after this you will have the checkout and the custom CSS for more and more settings. So the first thing you need to do is to set up these settings. Then we move on to create our first page, which is the home page. I'm going to the sections in here. And the first thing you will see is the header group. And here you will see everything in this section. And this is a section that's common between all of your pages. Okay, so you have the announcement bar, and under it you have the header. The announcement bar is the right place to announce something special. So let's say, for example, we are offering free shipping on all orders above $100. So this is where you do it. You can also add another announcement, and you can modify the settings of this announcement. So do you want to show it only on mobile? The colors, let's say I want to use this scheme. You can also make it autoplay, change the speed, modify if they want to see the language selector, the currency selector, and so on. And after the announcement bar, you have the header, and this is where you change the mega menu. But before moving to the header, I want to talk a little bit about the free shipping. Here under the settings on the cart page, you can decide to show your customers how much they still need in order to reach the free shipping threshold. So let's say, for example, you are offering free shipping for items above $100 or orders above $100. You put the limit in here, and the theme will be telling them how much is left until they reach this threshold. Going back in here to the header, this is the section in here. The first thing you can change is the layout. So do you want the logo to be on the left or in the center, or do you want it to be above? I'm gonna keep it on the left actually. And in here you can enable sticky header, so when people scroll, the header will still be there. You can even change the color from here, so you can go with custom one. It's gonna be very strong, yeah. And you can change the behavior, add the logo on mobile and desktop, and so on. So this is for that one. Then we go in here and we start adding the mega menus. Okay, so let's say, for example, under shop, let me change the color to white because it's too much. Yeah, so let's say, for example, under shop, I want to have a mega menu. I go in here and I will take this first type of mega menus, which is the images. In here I type the mega menu item name, so it's shop. So now, as you can see, I have the images in here. You can change the cart settings. So if you want it to be square, you can put it square, for example. I'm gonna put it maybe rectangular a little bit more, so something like this. Okay, you can change the heading size in here, so make it smaller or bigger. It depends on what you want to achieve. Same for the body size, same for the content position. You can change everything. And now for the images, you can have the image from here. So let's say this one. You add the text, you add even the button, where do you want them to go, and same for the second image, and so on. You can also modify how many images you are going to see in this row. So let's say I want to see 3, you can modify it to 3. So this is the first type of mega menu. The second type of mega menu is a featured collection. So in here, instead of putting catalog, I'm gonna put wedding dresses. And you will see now that I can, let's see, I need to select the collection, sorry, so let me select the collection. So now I see my products in here. Since I have only 2 products, there are only 2 that are showing. So let me go in here and show 2, only 2. So as you can see, these are the dresses in here. So this is the second type of mega menus. It's very nice to showcase a collection. Let me choose a bigger collection just to show you how it looks like, and add this into 3, for example. So I'm selecting product. It's wrong. I should have selected collection. I'm sorry about that. Let me remove. And in here, let me change collection to elegant dresses. And as you can see now, it's showcasing 3 dresses. You can also modify the scroll. So if you have like multiple collections, like you can have like a carousel, you can have it one-time scroll, and you can also change the carousel and how it appears. So do you have it disabled? Do you have it as a one at a time scroll? You can even modify the speed, and so on. The third type of mega menu they have is the collection list, and here you can list all of your collections with the same logic. You can choose the layout, you can choose the collections, and what I like the most about this theme is that for almost everything they offer different settings for mobile and desktop, so you can change always how things are looking or appearing between desktop and mobile. So you go in here, for example, you choose grid, you select the collections, and you can, for example, change the image ratio, you can change the content position, and you can change the heading. Same for everything related in here to the settings as we have seen before. So this is how you set up your mega menus, and as I said before, I guess mega menus are extremely important for a clothing brand because you can show the dresses, you can play around with the visuals. Images are very important when you are selling fashion items. Now after the header, you have a side group, which is for the cart. You can in here change the settings related to the cart drawer. It's very easy, same logic, you add blocks as much as you wish, and you have in here the pop-up group. Now moving to the first section in our homepage, and it's actually the slideshow. All themes offer slideshow options, but in Aurora theme you will have more options than usual. So first we have this type of slideshows, which is an image with text. It's simply like you pick an image, okay, you put the text above it, you can decide everything related to the content, you can change the heading sizes, you can change the text position, the alignment, you can also change things between mobile and desktop. So let's say I want it to be left on mobile but centered on desktop. You will see that this is here, it's left on mobile, it's centered, on desktop it's centered. You can change everything in here, you can decide to have 1 button or 2 buttons, it's up to you, and so on. Okay, this is for the first type, it's a common one. The second type of slideshow, which is a type that I really like, it's the 2 images with text. So in here you put an image first, let's say this one, then you put a second image on the left, let's say this one. And not only that, you can play around with the proportions. So if you want this one to be smaller than this one, you can do it. And in here you fill the text. And on mobile, it looks something like this. And not only that, you can even change the photos for mobile, so you can have different images for mobile if you wish. You can modify everything like the text, everything, and so on. You have all the options in here. These are two sliders. They are almost the same. They are just playing around with some settings. Okay, so if you go to the slideshow in here, to the main section, you can modify the general settings of it. So the width, the padding, so how much spacings you want around it. You can show navigation circles or show navigation arrows. You can change the transition between slides. So if you want it to be fade, it's now like, or if you want it to be swipe, so it could be swipe, and seamless and so on. You can even modify the auto play speed. Okay, as I said before, this is a section, a slideshow type that you don't usually find in all themes, and I guess it's very nice, especially if you don't have a lot of landscape photos. It allows you to like play around more with your product photos and get more creative. Now moving to the next section, which is the multi-collections section. Now moving to the second section in here, and it's the multiple collections section. I like this section because it allows you to list your collections, and at the same time it allows you to show each of your collections. So let me show you how to set it up. When you click in here, you can definitely change all the settings, so the widths, everything that we have been changing on the other sections. But as well, when you go and you start selecting collections, so let's say I'm going to go with this one and this one and this one. Let me choose this one. So as you can see now, when I move between these tabs, I can see the dresses. This is nice because in addition to listing the products, there is a card where you can see all the collection, and then the same for the other collections. Okay, so this is one of my favorite ways to show or to list collections. Some themes only allow you to list the collections in a type of grid or something. I like when a theme allow us to do this, like to showcase the collections and expand each of the collection in the same place without like losing a very big part of the homepage showing each of the collections. So after this, we have the rich text section, and it's a very good section to show what your brand is about, to talk about your brand, maybe unique selling propositions and so on. And after that, we have a collage to showcase, for example, a collection, an image, or a text. And with the same logic, you click in here, you change the settings, you click on the options below it, and you change each of the blogs. Okay, you have so many sections within this theme. If you click here on the plus, you will be able to see all of them. Maybe you will not be going to use all of them, but I'm pretty sure that they will be useful one way or the other. Now I will try to like highlight some of the sections that I think they are very essential. When you scroll down, you will see, for example, this section in here. It's very nice because it showcases one collection. So if you have a promotion, for example, you can show this collection in here. I also liked this section a lot. So in here you can showcase different images and have some text next to them, and with the same logic, it has like different settings between mobile and desktop, so you can play around with it. You have also here another image with text. I'm not gonna look. Okay, you have the before and after, so which is this one. This one is actually very nice. It might not be 100% suitable for a branding, for a clothing brand, but it's also nice. Maybe you can show one of your customers before and after or something like this. So this is also a very useful section. You have testimonials that are very important for your adding social proof to your store. And you have in here a section which is the hotspot. And this is one of my favorite sections because it allows you to combine products together. And this usually works very well with clothing brands. So let's say, for example, you are selling a dress, and with this dress, for example, you have a matching shoes, or maybe you have accessories that go with the dress. So you can have an image showing someone wearing all of these products and highlight each of these products so your customers can directly like shop the look and buy all products. Let's try to set up this section so you have an idea. So first you need to select an image. I'm gonna select a random one. So let's say this one. And also you can have one for mobile, one for desktop. You can use a custom ratio, or you can keep the image as it is, the full image. This image is not very suitable for desktop because it's portrait, so the height is very big. I prefer to use a landscape image because in this way the person, while viewing the homepage, will be able to see everything in this image at the same time. So after selecting the image, the second thing you need to do is you can change, for example, the text and everything, but you can also choose your hotspots, so what you want to show. Okay, so let me scroll down up a little bit. So as you can see, the first hotspot I have is image with text, but I can choose a product. So I'm gonna remove those actually. Okay, let's say I want to tag this dress. Okay, I will click on add block and I will add a product and I will select the same exact product. So click on select product. This is my product. So now when they see this photo, they click in here, they click on view, they can view the product and buy it directly. Okay, you can change the position of the hotspot so it appears over the dress. So in here you change the vertical position. So let's say I'm gonna move it down. So as you can see, it's now in here. I need to change the desktop, the horizontal position. So now it's almost on the dress. Okay, now let's say you want, for example, to tag the scarf. So what you do is you go back, you click on add a block, you add a product, you select the product and you do the same. You move the hotspot. So let's say this one like this. You move the hotspot so it's above the scarf and you tag the scarf. This is very helpful because, as I told you, it works like shop the look section. You can even create such a section on your product pages in order to increase the average order value of your customers. Okay, if you scroll down, you will see more and more sections. So you have, for example, the scrolling text, which is nice for announcements. You can have 2 scrolling text or maybe 1. So you keep it horizontal. You also have the multi-column section if you want to showcase your brand different unique selling propositions. Like, let's say you are sustainable, you are organic, your products are organic, or the fabric is organic, maybe it's handmade. So you showcase them in here and you have different options. So for each column you can decide what icon to use. You can even add your own icon and add the text below it. I highly recommend you to use this type of sections because it's usually a very good way to showcase what makes your products or your brand different. After that, you have the countdown banner, which is a very useful section if you have a sale, or if, for example, you are on Halloween or on Christmas and you want to tell them to buy before the sales ends. So this is also very useful. Okay, if you scroll down, you'll find more and more sections that you can profit for. What I think makes this theme amazing, in my opinion, is the amount of customization you have between mobile and desktop as a first. Second, the amount of sections they have and the beauty of how these sections appear. So it's a very elegant theme, very, very elegant, and it's perfect for a clothing brand. Now, if I go to to customize the product page, from here I go to products, and from here I go to my default product. So I'm changing in here the default product page. You can have different templates for your product pages, but for now we are changing just the default one. I'm going to show you how this looks on mobile. So as you can see, and this is how this looks on desktop. But this doesn't end here because this theme allows you to change also everything on between mobile and desktop and to have different layouts. So let me click here on product information, and you need to know that this section is this whole section. So the first part of the product page where people can actually buy the product. And these blocks in here are the ones you are seeing in here, so you can customize them as well. Okay, when you click on the product information, in here first you can choose the color scheme, which is something we have seen before. And if you scroll in here, you will see the media. So you can choose how you want your photos to appear. You can have the thumbnails on the right, and you can have them on the bottom. and you can have them on the bottom, and you can have a totally different layout, which is this one. So you have everything in one column. When they scroll, they see all the images. You can have 2 column stack, and you can have 1-to-1 column stack. It's very important to mention that usually most of the themes offer 2 or 3 options of how to show the media. This theme offered like 7 maybe options, and you can change the layout actually between mobile and desktop. So, well, this is great. I'm going to choose thumbnail bottom, for example. I'm going to mobile now, and for mobile, I'm going to change this. So I'm going to do this one. Slideshow liner, so they can choose. Or actually, I'm gonna do slideshow looped to show you. So they already know that they can slideshow. Or you can do carousel, which is this one that I really liked. So you can, or you can do carousel, which is an option that I really liked. But my favorite one is this one. Let me show it to you. I think it looks very elegant, so I would go with it. So as you can see, I have different layouts, totally different layouts. I can have totally different layouts between mobile and desktop when it comes to images. Okay, you have also other options that you can play around with. Under this, you have all the sections you are seeing in here. So if I want to remove a block, I can remove it. I have the title, the price, inventory status. This is the description. They are pulling this description from Shopify, so this is the description that you have put on the back end describing the product. You have in here, for example, this block, which is drawer with tabs, and I guess it's a very nice option. When you click on it, it opens different drawers where you can put different information. When you click on this block, you can modify the content of each tab. You can have the content to be dynamic, so using meta fields. If you don't know what meta fields are and how to use them, I highly recommend you to check this video on my YouTube channel because it shows you how to use meta fields and how to modify them. But this is very important because it means that you can put different information per product. So let's say, for example, your dresses have different size charts. What you can do is to have this tab and to create a meta field for this tab and link to it, and in this way you can have a different size chart per product. Again, if you don't know anything about meta fields and how to use them, I highly recommend you to check out my YouTube video because it will explain to you more about how to use them. And if you have any question, please don't hesitate to leave it in the comment section below. So this block is actually very good. As I said before, it allows you to put a lot of information in one place, and it's also dynamic, so you can change it by product. Then you have the other things like the you may also like and information tag. You may also like, it's about like complementary products. It's about what product can work with this one. And it's based on either you can select manually what product you want to put, and in this case you need to create a meta field because you might not be recommending the same product for all products. So let's say I'm selling in here this wedding dress and I want to recommend the accessory with it, but for the everyday dress I want to recommend the shoes. So this means that the product recommendations in here will be different per product. So either you set up the product recommendations using the search and discovery app, and if you want to know how to do that, you can check out this video on my YouTube channel, or you can set them manually and you can create a meta field and assign the products based and using the meta fields. Okay, this is a very nice thing to have because it also helps you to increase the average order value of your products. It's exactly what Amazon does. On Amazon, when you are buying a Kindle, they propose the cover, the charger, everything in this area. So this is exactly what we are creating in here. Okay, when you scroll further, you will find this section, which is your product details, and they are divided into tabs. So if you want to add more details than the ones you have in here, you can add more in here. So you have the description, which is the one they have pulled from the Shopify backend. Then you have the content tab, and as well, everything in here can be dynamic. When you see this sign, it means that you can create a meta field and make this content unique per product. Or you can include in here information that are not unique per product, like shipping, like returns, like if you have the same size chart for all of your products, you can include it in here. And in this case, you fill the information directly in here. So all the information that are common between all of your products can be entered in here within the template, but everything that's unique per product, you need to link to it using meta fields. And with the same logic we have used to create the home page, we can create the product page and we can add as much sections as we want. And as I told you, for the product page, I guess adding a shop the look section can be very helpful. So I'm going to see if they already have one. They don't. So I'm going to click on add section and I will add the hotspot one. Okay. So this is the section, and in here I can like define the products that I want to link to. And it's very important to notice that now this part is dynamic, because if I'm selling the wedding dress in here and I want to recommend the accessories with it, for another page where I'm showing the everyday dress, I will be recommending different products. Okay, so the shop the look itself will be different. That's why it's very important that everything in this section would be dynamic. Even the image, it should be dynamic, because it's gonna be different from one product to another. Okay, so this full section, the hotspot section, should be dynamic because it's gonna be unique per product. And this means that you need to create a meta field for each of these parts. Again, if you want to know more about meta fields, I highly recommend you to check my previous YouTube videos, because it's very hard to cover the meta fields topic now. It's a very big topic and there are so many options and you need to learn it slowly. So if you want to know more about it, check out my previous videos. But meta fields, in summary, helps you to create dynamic sections that can be different from one product to another. Okay? When you finish your product page, your next thing is to create your collection page template. And in here you go to collections and you choose the default collection. And with the same logic, you have so many sections in here and you can modify or change between them. What I care about the most on a collection page, especially when I have a very big catalog, are the filters and how they are showing them, because filters allow customers to find what they are searching for and to explore the different products. So as you can see, I like that the filters are showing in here, so I can go as deep as I want. I have an infinite placement for filters, which is nice. And I like that I can change the layout of the collection. You can as well in here add sections to create sub-collections. Like for example, you can add a section and you can, for example, add a collection list like this. If you want to, for example, in here show your sub-collections. Let's say, for example, this is the all dresses collection and you want customers when they land to see the weddings, the everyday, the elegant ones, so you can link to them in here. Let me show you. So you go in here, you select collections. So you can even change this. I'm gonna change the this to make it square. Okay, so now these are our sub-collections. Also, if you want to know more about sub-collections, when to use them and how to use them, there is a video on this YouTube channel that shows you how to do that. So this is for the collection page, and as you can see, you can add as many sections in here as you wish. It works perfectly well, and if you want to create meta feeds for collections, you can also do that from the custom data section within your Shopify settings. Thank you so much for watching this video and for staying up until the end. I truly appreciate that, and I hope that this video will help you to create an amazing store for your clothing brand. As I said before, I think that the Aurora theme is a very good theme for any clothing brand. Honestly, I guess that you can use it for any niche, but especially for clothing, it works very well. It offers so many sections and so many options, and it's highly customizable. If you liked this video, and before leaving, don't forget to smash the like button and to subscribe to my channel and to hit the notification bell, because in this way, you will get notified each time I publish a new video. Thank you again for watching this video and see you next week. Bye bye.